Hello, we the people, my favorite Americans. Before I get started, please go to Liberty Gun Rights, libertygunrights.com. That's where you'll find a huge culmination, compilation, if you will, that Bernadine Smith put together. I am honored to have spoken to her on the phone, and I got my copy of For the Doubter, A Tour with Uncle Sam. So, this is vital information. It shows you that the UN, since its inception, was created to be the military arm of a one world government. And I say government, that's right. You can take the boy out of the hood, but no. I need you to visit that website, and all this information and more is available to be downloaded in PDF form, and you can either read it or you can, even better, print it off, and distribute it to your fellow Americans. I will say, I don't know if, we're all a part of this, and so different ones of us think of different things going on. And I will say that for me, I see a very needed stance taking place in Virginia. I think it's really long overdue. I think that our parents and their parents, that means your grandparents, all the way back, gosh, a long way back, great-great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, should have stood up, but they really didn't. Maybe your great-great-grandparents did, and I think, I'm not putting all the people down. Some people stood up and did things, and tried to spread the word of what was going on. But as you know, you can't act on your own to make we the people, okay? But yeah, there's a lot of great information. Bernadine Smith was a fine lady. I spoke to her on the phone and got my copy For the Doubter, A Tour with Uncle Sam. Actually was her last copy, and she very soon passed away after that. I think she gave me this copy because she knew she was soon to pass. She wanted me to use this book and get the word out. So please visit that website. It's libertygunrights.com. Okay, I'm just going to go through a couple ideas and thoughts that I have, things I'm watching. In Virginia on the 20th, we the people are going to stand up, and they're going to carry their arms like they should everywhere in the whole country. Sorry, I'm starting to get pissed thinking about all the infractions that have happened upon us. But okay. So I will say there is some movement within the UN community. By the way, blue helmets would make great targets. None of this is, well, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So yeah, people are going to stand up and say you're not taking away on gun rights. Actually, they can't really, because our rights are given to us by God. No man can take that away, none. And only if you are a sheep or an ostrich, would you not even care about this or not want to be involved? It comes to your kids, your grandkids. You're so many generations after you that depend on you making the move towards liberty. But I totally appreciate what the constitutional Virginians are doing, and that's most of them. They are run by, a small speck of leftist, one of whom being the governor of Virginia. Blackface, kill the baby governor. And that's not us. That's not who we, the people, are. But anyway, he's in many ways running the state, as you could tell by the title governor. So I'm trying to get out this thought, really. The main point was that until I started to do the video, then I realized, holy crap, I've got to get the word out about Bernadine and her compilation here. So we have a lot that could come up. Always looking to prepare the best we can for different scenarios. One scenario is the UN is, to what extent, I'm not sure, but they're on the move right now. I'm sure in Virginia also. But, okay, so you've got the patriots making their move to show them, the government there, you are not taking our rights. Period. And you've got the governor and trying to call up the National Guard and do some stuff, whatever. And I've heard Trump can nationalize them and then, thwart that. But also we got the UN, we got National Guard, which, like I say, well, that can be thwarted. The problems that can arise can be thwarted. But also, we've got so many problems here. On top of the Federal Reserve, fractional reserve banking system. We've got also sleeper cells that could be activated. I'm not saying they're going to be. This could be. And in the U.S., we have a large population of Muslims here. I'm not saying every Muslim is like a terrorist, but to be honest, a good Christian is a good person on this earth, a real one that follows the book. But a good Muslim is one who destroys, and even destroy themselves. So I'm saying, that's a bunch of them, okay? But they have sleeper cells here. They can be called out to, or called on the phone, whatever, and can be told to activate. And so we've we've got that. And I'm talking about the guy at your convenience store down the road. Could have been here for 20 years, and then when he gets that call, it's on for him. It will happen if they're called. They will do it. So we have a bunch of, like a perfect storm to rise kind of against us. And so I think it's wise to be as prepared as we can be. Definitely think about storable food. You know, I mean, dude, there's so many different scenarios. EMP, and that's rough. But there's a lot that can happen. But it's always good to be prepared. You don't want to be like Lucky Hans and end up with nothing and thinking you have something. So my main thing that I wanted to share is that I stand with the patriotic Virginians and the people who are going to Virginia. I'll be keeping a very close eye, and I have friends, let's say. So if something happens, we will see what our reaction is. But we will not let this country go down. We will not stand down in the face of tyrants. We cannot do that. Absolutely, we cannot do that because, well, I mean, our children, our grandchildren, like I said before, they all count on us. And if you were just watching football and, think that can never happen here, give me a break, man. That's exactly what so many have thought. But when you can always guarantee that when a government of a people go for their arms, a mass culling of the population is coming next. So here, we're not going to have that. We're going to keep our arms, and we don't follow unlawful orders. And the law of the land is the Constitution of the United States. The Declaration of Independence purely will tell you what it's all about. It's not about white nationalism. That's stupid. It's really, it's so easy to read and understand. See, they wanted you to be able to understand, but they had a much more complex language. But when you read word to word and read all the language, it's easy to understand. You don't need a lawyer, okay? You don't need a degree in lawyerism. Okay, I'm gonna let this one go, but I'm keeping an eye out on Virginia, and I honor the people who have the courage to stand in their state against this tyranny. Much love to you all. Jim from Justice Militia, signing out.